Hi guys, it's Sebastian Cintron with The Nocturnal, and tonight we are at the premiere of Love Antosha, a documentary that explores the life, career, and legacy of Anton Yelchin. First of all, incredible film.
You go in the center.
Very, very incredible film. I have to say, I was a little bit apprehensive when I first heard about watching it, because I didn't want to bawl out. But then I was left more inspired than anything.
Good.
That's what we set out to do. Yeah.
Was that the intention with the...
Absolutely. This movie's about life, not death. So I love hearing that. Yeah.
Now, something I have to mention is the fact you guys kind of framed it around Anton's letter. Was there a reasoning behind that? What was the inspiration for that?
When I started talking to his parents and kind of learning about him through this project, that's what I latched onto the most, was this relationship and bond he had with his mom and dad, specifically his mom, Irina. And I knew, he was writing these letters since a little kid, all the way up to his death. So I knew this was the framing device that I wanted to use to tell this story and to really get his point of view across through the whole film. It was important for me to do that. So that's kind of and I'm a parent myself, and it's something I related to, and it's something I wanted to explore.
And getting Nicolas Cage to do the voice of Anton for those letters, what was that process like, and was it an immediate yes when you guys reached out to him?
Yeah, it was an immediate yes. I went up to Irina, Anton's mom, pitched my idea of having these letters kind of frame the movie. And I said I needed a voice to read Anton's words, not be Anton, just read his words. And I wanted someone that had an emotional connection with Anton and that could bring gravitas to the role. And she immediately said, Nick Cage. We reached out. He was in immediately.
And it just made a lot of sense because, in a way, they're kindred spirits. Anton's career and his eccentricities and things kind of match Nick's in a lot of ways. So the idea that Anton at Nick's age would have become, in a lot of ways, what Nick has become as an actor and as an artist is really kind of makes sense. So it's like an older reflective soul looking back when he's reading them in a lot of ways.
Absolutely.
So the idea between picking Nick, that was all Irina's idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but there was a bunch of ideas, but at the end of the day, we were just like, that was 100% right.
Spot on. And when we went out to Las Vegas, spent a couple days with him, recording the voiceover.
And he was amazing. He was so prepared. He was so on it, and he was so emotional, and it was so important to him to do it and to do it right. So it was just amazing to have him do it.
And you feel it in the film. You feel the emotion.
It's such a big part of it, especially the third act.
You do feel it in the film, and I read somewhere that you guys spoke about going to Vegas and talking to him, and how there was a point in time where he got so emotional that he almost teared up.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, right off the bat, after his first line,
He had to step away for 10 minutes and compose himself, and and we knew, wow, this is.
He's
all right.
incredible.
Well, to wrap things up, what is one thing you want audiences to know about this film, and what is that one thing you guys want them to take away?
Just like you said at the beginning, feel inspired. He was such an inspirational soul.
Yeah, to just go take risks in your life and create and try different things and get to know yourself through that process.
Well said.
Thanks, Sebastian.
So, my first question is, how emotional was it for you guys to be retelling the story of Anton in a film?
Very hard. Emotionally, it was very hard because before we gave all the material what we collect from our archive. We look at that, all of it, and that wasn't easy. But we understood that we have to do it, and it doesn't matter how hard it was.
Even being here on the red carpet without Anton and talking about Anton in the past, this is incredibly hard.
I have to say, when I first heard about the film and started watching it, I thought it was going to be very emotional, and it was, but it left me very inspired and motivating, and I think that you guys would be proud that that's something as an audience member that we take from the film.
It's exactly what was an idea.
From day one.
Exactly from day one, that it would be an inspirational story
And also what is important to us that Gary, the way how he directed the film, how he edited the film, Anton, it feels like Anton is in every single shot. If he's not talking, then he's there. If he's not acting, so he's the lead character in the film, despite that so many stars talking about him, but he still tells his story. And that's meant a lot to us too.
And the idea behind framing the whole movie with Nicolas Cage kind of voicing the letters, was that something that you guys thought of? Like, did you guys want to share those letters and kind of narrate the story using his letters that he wrote to you guys?
To share because it's a part of Anton's life, and it talks about him and shows him from other angle. And we were lucky that Nicolas Cage, without any doubts, was agreed to do it immediately.
What is like one of your favorite memories? I know you worked with Anton in House of D. Something that you can remember?
I mean, from House of D or outside of it?
In general?
I mean, he used to just kind of appear random places in LA. It was kind of fun. You never knew when you were going to run into him. So like you would be walking down the street having just got groceries near here, and I would hear someone yell, and I'd look over and it'd be him in his car. And then you'd always end up catching up for a couple hours then, because it was just those random occurrences.